Hi guys, Frazinet. Today we are going to do the Sorcerer's raid recap. And yeah, this was basically relaxing raid, as I like to call it when this happens, because nobody came, or nobody was planning to go after the Death Knights, because usually it's always Death Knights followed by 3D or Alpha, or I don't know. And this time around, there wasn't anyone who was going. They were just going for top 3 and not for top 1, because sometimes, or most of the times that there's a raid, someone actually wants to go after that top 1 spot as well, with like 3D. 3D is the most common one, but Alpha is always there sometimes as well, so... And yeah. So here's the ranking. Death Knights, Bond Beyond Time, Unicorn Prospects, Crazy Adult Only, Memento Mori, EDL, Canon, KCR11, Chaos Status, Crazy 8080s, Italian Warriors was in top 10 but got kicked out, and they decided to, they probably said like, just quit, it's enough. BS Crew, Italiani, Renegades Revolt, The Goonies. A lot of saliva in my mouth right now because I just had some syrup, but Backward Brawlers, Gypsy Justice, Bawacha, German, of course, Disciples of Delusion, Pain Team, Zealous Zigzag, Dodge Power, Dragons, Heartbreakers, and Spirit Bears. Yeah, and now this is something I almost never do, or I never did this before actually, on a raid. That is, I'm going to try and name all the guilds their alliances, so the alliance they're in. Of course, DK and BBT are in EMP. Unicorn Prospects is 3D. Why did I take so long to recognize that name? Crazy Adult Only is it is Empire as well. I sent one of my guys to there, and he was, at first he was like, they were 11s, and then he was talking like to me like, you sent me to the wrong guild, and I was like, you'll see soon enough, and he indeed saw it soon enough, and then he was like 9, 7, and 4 was the absolute thing. And here we have Memento Mori. I think this one is 3D as well. I don't really know. EDL is EMP. Canon is Alpha. It's always nice to see that Alpha is a bit of the underdog below, how do you call them, 3D and Empire, but it's nice to see them still have like these, how do you say that, these runs, that they can still do this even though they are a little bit like the underdog of the alliances. KCR 11, I don't really know this one. I think it's Alpha as well. Chaos Status 3D, Crazy 8080s is Empire. Italian Warriors is Empire as well, I think. I honestly don't know. BS Crew, I don't know either. Italiani, I don't... God damn it, I don't really know either. Renegades Revolt is 3D, The Goonies is 3D, Backroot Brawlers. This one is a tough one. It's not Alpha, that's for sure, but yeah, it's EMP, because we faced them and we got a strip. Gypsy Justice is Gypsy Alliance, and that is part of those 3D. Bawacha is 3D as well, so a lot of 3Ds in here. Disciples of Delusion is 3D as well, I think. Pain Team, that was EMP. Yeah, honestly, sometimes I see these names and then I'm like, I don't fucking know. Zealous Zigzag is Alpha. Dodge Power, we faced them before, but I honestly don't know. I think these were 3D or EMP, one of those two. Dragons, this is a fun thing actually. These guys can handle top runs without an alliance, because they are actually unallianced and they don't want to join an alliance. They were close to EMP, I think, before, but or 3D, or they were close to an alliance, but they were like Unity and they just stepped down from that. What we have then is Heartbreakers, 3D of course, Spirit Bears, Alpha I guess? Serious Players, 3D, Winter's Warriors is EMP, The Secret Service, Alpha? Yeah, Alpha. And then there's 2 other girls I don't really know of. Yeah, there's some girls that you don't even recognize. Or you recognize but have not been in a top run before, so that perhaps that's their first top run. Yeah, but most of these guys I've already seen, so I have actually seen them all. Yeah, you don't want to know what's going on in my head sometimes, because it's always, there's a lot going on in my head when it comes to guilds. I mean, all of these guilds you see, perhaps some more, sometimes there's just one that doesn't make it, but usually it is like, I know the guild. I mean, Los Pata Negra, those are the people who always use Fusion Boost in Wars, even though we kicked our ass last time. Yeah, that one, Los Pata Negras are really, yeah, they have quite a good tactic, because every member, and they have 40 members, so that's a lot, is stripped down to a basic armor, or a Fusion Boost, in the worst case. And that is where the shit starts, because as we all know, when someone strips your Fusion Boost, you will only get 200 points as a Guild Master or something. But the fun thing is, if you have a strong guild, and all your commanders are like having Dragon Forge and shit, and you have just a basic armor or a Fusion Boost, my commanders, when they attack you, they will still get 400 points, so let's say a regular commander. And that is where we draw the line. Because we don't have to scout anything, so no attacks will go to waste. And all we get is just the regular points without any losses. So it's kind of a tactic that has advantages and disadvantages, you know? I mean, when we encountered them for the first time, actually, last war, and yeah, we fucked them up quite hard, actually. And at last, I want to talk about Eternality for a teeny tiny bit, because Eternality already gets recognition enough for the family and everything it's in, but yeah, top 250, we're doing top 250 lately a lot. Not many of our people jammed this war. There were some. The first guy actually left. Toxic, and yeah, there were a lot of jammers. As you can see, I was slacking. I could have made just 7 million or perhaps 8, because I was doing 130k to level 3s and we were pushing a level 3, so oh, don't know if I thought had something happened, but yeah. What basically happened was, I wasn't really planning on doing anything this rate, because I was just taking it slowly, and yeah. I love raids, but they take too damn long. You know, wars take even longer, of course, but you don't have to be on every hour if you are not on the top run, and that is the thing I like most. I don't have to be on a run. But yeah, that was basically the recap of the Sorcerer's raid. Let me know in the comments down below, how much did you do on average, of course, because my 130k was an average as well. Because sometimes I was like a bit, it was like midnight and I was almost falling asleep. And then I was still doing the raid and my eyes were closed, and then sometimes you forget to click that special attack button. And then I'll be doing 120, or sometimes you're just focused as fuck and then you get 140k. So, what was your average? Let me know in the comments. They're probably down below. And if they're not, well then we're fucked. Then everything will come to an end. And like this, it will come to an end as well. Guys, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!